रिक्वेस्ट इधर से कर दो, इधर से यू डाइवर्ट कर दो।
Come here. But in the center. Please occupy any seat.
दीपेश
सर एक मिनट, आप अभी सिटिंग जरूरी है ना?
हाँ नहीं वही थोड़ा सा
आगे चलिए आप। प्लीज फास्ट।
अच्छा
I declare the convention open. Professor Janak, Professor Prakash, Professor Rajesh ji, parents of the students, and all my student friends who have passed out from this prestigious IIMU last year. It's my delight to be here today to share my thoughts. We are passing through, as you are very well aware, very challenging times. Last 2 years have been very difficult for all of us. But we are all aware that challenges or difficulties bring the best out of all of us. I belong to Rajasthan, Junjunu district, Shekhawati, and I can definitely tell you that the kind of success stories that we have had from our region are indeed exemplary and a matter of pride for the people from that particular part. Marwadi businessmen have made their mark nationally and internationally in the very same way as many Gujarati businessmen have been able to make an impact. Talk about Ambani's or talk about Adani or talk about Kotak or talk about anybody else, you will find that they have had very difficult times. So COVID was, of course, a very big ordeal for all of us, but I am sure all of you have come out smarter. There are new avenues, new opportunities that this COVID has thrown up, and though you missed out on the so-called physical experience here, and most of the times the batch of 21 had to work from home or learn at home or interact, say maybe you may say online all the time, did also give you another perspective which is going to make you very, very, I would say, capable and strong. I'm sure when you are at home, many of you would have looked at both the sides, working by self, working by your own self later, and working for somebody else. And I guess the tools, the techniques, and obviously the knowledge that has been imparted here is going to make you capable to handle both. You can work for some, say corporates or some other companies or some other enterprises, build your own business later, or you can straight away start as entrepreneurs. I think very exciting times are ahead now. Let's not, get very discouraged with the kind of geopolitical situation that is undergoing some kind of turmoil. One thing that is redeeming and that is like a silver lining for us is that India is appearing to be in a very strong position. Nobody can possibly keep us alienated. India will be able to balance both the sides, the Western powers as well as Russia and China. That is what we are seeing. And under a very strong and a visionary and pragmatic leader like Narendra Modi ji, I'm sure we will have great time here in India. While we are talking about, obviously, India, we should not forget that India has had a glorious era you may say, in the BC period. Some of the things which I would like to share with you are based on the fact that I organized during the COVID times a series of roundtables and webinars on pragmatic ways for Atmanirbhar Bharat, in which different facets were discussed, and that resulted into 75 articles by 75 India-centric thought leaders. And that is now in the form of a book called Pragmatic Ways for Atmanirbhar Bharat. So when Modi ji talked about Atmanirbhar, the first question came as to who can be Atmanirbhar and how can you be Atmanirbhar? And very interestingly, I must tell you, the conclusion and the consensus was that for becoming Atmanirbhar, you have got to be independent, discreet in your own thought process. Every time you can't be really guided and can't be conditioned and can't be moved by the thoughts of the outsiders. You need to think internally. You need to apply your intellect to see what is going to be the best option. And I talked to you about the golden times of the Indian civilization, and one of the best figures that you possibly will be hearing about is Kautilya or Chanakya. Kautilya and Chanakya was not known around 100 years back. Nobody talked about him. But now, I'm delighted to tell you that the Western world is also recognizing that Kautilya or Chanakya is the first modern economist who should be followed. A book called Kautilya by Professor B.S. Yag of Stanford University brings out very clearly that it was Kautilya who gave a completely holistic picture of what economics should be about, what political economics should be about, what should be the connection between politics, society, social, or you talk about economics. And second book that Professor Siag has written is very educated. In those times, 4th century BC or 5th century BC, it was considered that ethics must precede economics. Today, we are facing or we are seeing capitalism as propounded by Adam Smith. And you would have heard about Adam Smith. And in Adam Smith's, you may say, radar, profits, pure profits, is something which has been picked up by the people. And there is no place for ethics or environment. So capitalism 1.0 that we are today seeing is completely dependent on the paradigm of pure profits or Shuddha Labh. But Chanakya said that when you look at dharma as say synonym of ethics, that has to precede earth. So earth or wealth creation has to be preceded by ethics. So in our times, in our earlier golden times, I would say ethical economics was something that was required to be practiced. I don't want to talk about many complex things, but very simple, the thing that most of you would have heard about in India. And they say that each and every one of us is required to follow 4 goals, 4 purusharths: dharma, arth, kam, moksha. You are passing out, and naturally you have to go for earth, that means the wealth creation, because it is your fundamental responsibility, it is your fundamental goal. If you don't create wealth, if you don't produce wealth, how are you going to take care of the family, yourself and the society? But then dharma comes before earth. Ethical wealth creation. And then the third term is the calm. Third, the goal is calm. Calm may be misunderstood as erotic pleasures, but calm is a whole lot more than that. It talks about all the sensory pleasures. It talks about all forms of ethical entertainment. So music, art, literature, everything comes into the fold of calm. So you have earned, you have created wealth, but at the same time, you should not be hesitant in consumption, in utilizing that money for your own pleasure, pleasure of the family, and pleasure of the society. This is something which comes under the fold of calm. And then the last is the moksha, which is obviously you're detaching from the active life in a gradual manner. Only when you have gone through these 4, you may say, paths, or 4, maybe goals, can you possibly be satisfied at the end of the day that this is how we should be leading our lives. I would urge all of you to give importance and precedence to ethics, because of the fact that most of us do not realize that doing the business in an illegitimate manner, or in number 2, is a lot costlier than number 1 now. You have got to factor in the cost of compliance, you've got to factor in the cost of legalities, cost of litigation, penalties, etc., etc., etc. Put all of them together, and I can assure you that cost of doing business in number 2 is going to be a lot more than doing in number 1. Peace of mind is, of course, a bonus, when you are doing it in a legitimate manner. Global financial architecture, unfortunately, is not appreciating that. And that is how we have got all kinds of tax havens and all kinds of consultants coming and telling us that you can reduce, you can mitigate, you can evade. That becomes a very major issue if some kind of misdemeanor, some kind of misinterpretation is made by the authorities. An important thing that I would like to share with you, that for enjoying these 4 phases or 4 objectives, you need to be healthy. I happen to be National Vice President of Arogya Bharati, and there a common theme is Dharmarth Kam Mokshanam. Dharma, Arth, Kam, Moksha. Dharmarth Kam Mokshanam. Arogyam Moolam Uttamam. For fulfilling these pursuits, you need to be healthy. And COVID times has told us that you may have any amount of wealth, you may have any amount of position, but if you are not healthy, mentally, emotionally, and physically, you are really not going to be in a position to enjoy what you are doing. Chanakya has given some sutras that you can look at, maybe the net, or you can look at, maybe books. But I would like to just share 2 or 3 or 4 of them. The first Chanakya Sutra says, Sukhasya Moolam Dharma hai. If you want to be happy in this world, sustainably, then you should be ethical, you should be righteous in your conduct. But then secondly he says, Dharmasya Moolam Artha hai. So if you want to be ethical, then naturally you should have ethically earned wealth. Then third is Arthasya Moolam Rajya. You can earn money, but that money is not going to be good if you are sitting in a place where there is a kind of chaos. It should be, Rajya means it should be properly governed kind of a ecosystem. And lastly, Rajashya Moolam Indriya Vijaya. So you should have rulers or kings who are fair and transparent. Now these are the kinds of things which we must understand. And combining all of them, you will find that Shuddha Labh, which is there in capitalism 1.0, will be probably required to be replaced with Shubh Labh. which is a part of Indian ethos. Shubh Labh is ethical profit. Shubh Labh is win-win profit. Shubh Labh is profit for its own self, pure profit. There is no consideration of ethics or environment. So my own feeling is that as you go forward, you should be looking at ethical way of doing the things. You should be entrepreneurial, whether you are in a job or you are outside of the job or you are doing on your own. That is something, say you should be really doing, because it will be enabling you to exercise your intellect. So you have initiative, you have use of intellect, thereafter you put hard work, and then naturally it should be done in an honest manner. Now these are not maybe essential ingredients for conducting yourself as you go along. One the point that I'd like to make is that when you read Gita or when you hear about Gita, a few things show that Lord Krishna was probably the most pragmatic, the philosopher. Why pragmatic? Many of you would have heard about, the Peter Drucker. I'm sure the Peter Drucker is known to all of us. Peter Drucker is a management guru. Peter Drucker always said that 90% of circumstances are beyond you. You have got control of 5%, 10%, 2%, and therefore you are not going to be in a position to predict the results. So when Lord Krishna says that you must not expect result, karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana, that you must say maybe work, you must work hard, but you should not get deterred with the results either way. Now it's a very practical and a pragmatic way to keep us in proper balance. And second thing that maybe is they said known to all of us is yoga karmasu kaushalam. It is said that that we should bring excellence. We must bring our best. We must skill ourselves, and then after that discharge each and every duty in an excellent manner. But not getting tainted and not getting discouraged with the results, whether they are maybe adverse or they are in favor. Now this is something which is there in Gita, and that's what I'm saying, that it's a very pragmatic document. We remove the religiosity part. Many the gurus come and talk to you about the so and so spiritual part. Let's remove that. Let's talk about the mundane world. Let's talk about the kinds of things which our sages in the golden era had been able to cull out, we were able to distill from the various streams of knowledges, and then put them in a manner that is extremely simple for everybody to understand. And I am saying this because of the fact that I am standing in front of you. Probably I have got 45 years of experience in the corporate world, and now I am doing some kind of work as a trust, Innovative Thought Forum, which is the India-centric thinking plus action platform. But I always position myself as a startup, and I say I am a startup in think tank space. And then I am willing to put my own money for piloting something that is simple, smart, sustainable, scalable, or spreadable. So this is what keeps me going, because of, you may say, incorporation of this thought process, that I have to work continuously. If I have to be in this world, I have to work continuously, for money or for not for money. Money is not the only governing factor. There could be something higher than money. So I have to work. I have to work, say, in the areas which are, worth, working in, relevant, important, and you can say helpful, maybe causes. And then I have to work continuously without expectation. So tasma sakta hai, karyam karya karam sadachara. So that is what is keeping me going, and I guess all of you are capable, with the knowledge that has been imparted at this institute, with the kind of training that you have had, you are all capable of aiming for a happy and a healthy life, which is going to be good for you, for the family, for the society, and obviously the nation. And I wish you all the very best in all your career paths. But as I maybe said earlier, please pay attention to your health and wellness, which will come through a very, very appropriate, holistic, kind of lifestyle, food, healthcare, etc., etc. So I wish you all the very best, and I thank once again IIMU, Professor Janesh Shah, to give me a chance to come and share my thoughts. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dangaj. It was wonderful to hear you and as you addressed our students who have graduated. And I'm sure this will be very, very useful as they chart out their career and chart out their path in the future. Candidates for the Master of Business Administration in Global Supply Chain Management, please rise. The candidates will individually receive their mementos from Mr. Satyanarayan Rangayat, chairperson of the event today, and the 10 years anniversary gift from Professor Janasha, Director IIM Udaipur, as I call their names, then return to their seats. Aniket Wadalkar. Anmol Kapuria. Nikhil Philippos. Folks, liberal need your claps as your friends can see. Yes, that's like it. Divya Verma. Kalyan Muktamala. Kritika Sheri. Kunal Jain. Meenakshi Nair. Mridul Bhardwaj. Pushpinder Singh. Ram Dikshit. Sanskriti. Shekhar Kulkarni. Shivam Chugh. Siddharth Khandelwal, Snehal Kumar Ghai Tadkar, Srija Datta, Stuti Dave, and Sudarshan R. Candidates for the Master of Business Administration in Digital Enterprise Management, please rise. The candidates will individually receive their mementos from Mr. Satyanarayan Dangayat, chairperson of the event, and 10 years anniversary gift from Professor Janas Shah, Director IIM Udaipur, as I call their names and then return to their seats. Aishwarya Sarda, Akhil Biradda, Akshay Jata, Arijit Ghosh, Deepesh Bhaumik, Gautam Govindaraj, Jennifer D'Souza, Nausheen Khan, Navaneel Chatterjee, Roshan Jaiswal, Shantanu Dudhat, and Venkatesh Kumar Videla.
Candidates for the Master of Business Administration, please rise. The candidates will individually receive their mementos from Shri Satyanarayan Dangayat, chairperson of the event, and the 10 years anniversary gift from Professor Jalaj Shah, Director of IIMU, as I call their names, then return to their seats. Abhidev Arya. Abhishek Chopra. Abhishek Bansal. Abhishek Pandey. Akash VS. Akashdeep Katiyar. Akshay K. Aman Chaudhary. Ambati Venkatapavan Reddy. Anamika Singh. Aniket Srivastav. Aniket Singh. Ankit Khandwani. Ansal VS. Apurva Parikh. Arvind. Archie Gaikwad. Arpita Biohar. Ashish Pal. Ayush. Ayushi Birla. Meghna BVM. Bhagyashree. Bharat Yadgiri. Bhupendra Bugade. Chandan Satyarth. D. Surya Teja. Devdipta Rai. Dipanshu Singh. Dhanashri Jadhav. ध्रुव ज्योति दास, दिव्य दर्शन M, दिव्या कंसल, दिव्या खन्ना, हरीश खोपरगड़े, हर्ष ठक्कर, हेमंत सोनी, जानवी बेंडे, जीवन साई तालीशेट्टी, जोन्स आल्डो, ज्योत्समरण व्यास, कपिलन R, can we have some more enthusiasm please? किरण शारदा, कालम किशोर रेड्डी, कुमार अनुराग, कुशाग्र चौधरी, लक्ष्मी नारायणा, लोविश मिठल, महिमा लोहिया, महिमा सिंह, मलक गोरा, मनी वेंकटेश, मयूर सुनील गवाड़े, मेघा बोला, मेघना बागची, मोहम्मद फैजाल, मृणालिनी खेमका, मुफीज मोमिन, मुकुंद पेरीवाल, नमन, नवीन कुमार नायर, नयनिका भटनागर, निशांत सिन्हा, निष्कर्ष गुप्ता, नियति वानखड़े, नुपुर शर्मा, पल्लव गुप्ता, पंकज सिंह, मिहिर परमार, पूर्वा सोनी, प्रशांत नर्रा, प्रतीक पेरीवाल, प्रीति, प्रियंका अग्रवाल, पुलकित जाखर, राहुल यादव, राजकुमार गरिकपति, राजवी दोषी, रवि गुप्ता, ऋषभ गौतम, ऋषभ कुमार, ऋषु सिंह, रितिका सोनी, रोहन जोसेफ जॉर्ज, सचिन बुंदगुला, साहिल सिंह, साई, साई दीप, साई नीरज गुंटूर, साई सिद्धार्थ, सलेहा छाचुलिया, संस्कार, सेपियंस रॉड्रिगेस, सौम्या विश्वाल, सेल्वरत्नम ए, शीतल साहू, शिखर पोरवाल, श्रद्धेश शुक्ला, श्रेय खंडेलवाल, श्रुति बंसल, श्रुति कुमारवर, Shubham Chandan Kede, Shubham Raj, Siddharth, Simran Arora, Snigdha Agarwal, Sumaina Brahma, Saurav Saraf, Saurin Rakshit, Sparsh Hida, Shravan Sumanchi, Srishti Jain, Srishti Jain again, Shubhajit Roy, Supriti Undi, Suraksha Bhatt, Tanvi Runwal, Udit Aaron, Ujjwal Bansal, Utkarsh Rohila, Varsha Vaidyanathan, Vidya Kondvilkar, Vinita D, Vishwa Vijay, Vishwanath Kamal, Vivek Medar Mitla, Vivek Polisani, Vivek Rawat, Krishna Chaitanya Yadav, Yatish Sachdev, Rahul Rajendra Nayak, thank you.
I would now request the chief guest of the event, Mr. D. Shiv Kumar, who is a member of the Board of Governors of IIMU, to give the address. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I am Udaipur, graduating class of 2021. I know that the convocation is delayed over a year in your case because of the pandemic. But General Cha, our director, has kept his promise to you and is hosting your convocation today. I am really happy to see so many of you there, and I am missing the 10-year gift that Janath is giving all of you I hope that he'll give it to me also. You started your MBA on campus, spent the first year there, and finished your second year online. Then you started work in a work from home situation, and now I'm sure you're in a hybrid environment whose merits and demerits you're debating endlessly. When I was part of Nokia, we used to hear the press say that there is a digital divide, and we would tell them repeatedly that digital is a unifier, not a divider. If I look ahead, I think digital has a higher power to unite us, and in some cases has the power to divide us, but in most cases has the power to get the most out of us. Let us look at a company as an entity and the impact of digital. In 1935, the average age of a company was 90 years. Today, the average age is less than 20 years. In a future world, we will see a binary world of companies. Some will be legacy companies who will be around for more than 100 years, and some new age companies which will be around for less than 20 years. These new age companies, they will morph, they will be acquired, and many will cease to exist. What has digital done specifically to impact companies and push up expectations? Number one, it has cut costs in every way, from sourcing to market access, and thus led a price erosion in almost every industry. Companies with high cost structures who didn't change just lost. Digital has given access to the services aspect of a business in a democratic way. Second, digital has taken out the inefficient middleman or non-value adding middleman like the bookseller and the travel agent. So expectations, price, range, and of service have gone up significantly thanks to digital business models. Location is no longer a constraint to be in any industry. Digital has been the death of distance. Most startups today serve countries beyond their own boundaries. So cross-border trade and expectations are up in a digital world. Since location is no longer a constraint, companies have the flexibility to rethink their core and what they do with their core and what they can outsource. Digital has enabled the world of outsourcing, and this is just the start. Today we have industries like cell phones where the manufacturing is completely outsourced. We have industries where talent acquisition and branding is completely outsourced. And in many industries, learning and development is completely outsourced. So there's not a thing which cannot be outsourced today because there is enough skill, enough capability, and enough resources outside of the company. Thanks to digital, the company and its role in society is scanned a lot more. Company policies are up for discussion in every forum. Society expects a lot more from institutions and their leaders. Point 6. Disclosure is reaching the limits of transparency now, as the digital world expects more to be shared by every institution. Some will set the benchmark, many will follow, and those who do not fall in line will lose their business. What has digital done to the structure of an organization? All of you are working in companies, and I thought I'll share a few reflections on that. Number one, the modern day organization has two role models where it drew its principles from: the church and the army. Both institutions are vertical hierarchies, where the message and instructions went up and down the hierarchy. Digital disrupts this vertical hierarchy thinking. Digital is a horizontal platform that enables and celebrates collaboration. Digital breaks down the hierarchy nature of organizations. Today, on every laptop, you have more collaboration tools than ever before in the history of any organization. This specifically means that layers in an organization will trim down. Organizations typically have between 6 to 15 layers, and in some cases, sub-layers. I believe the future organization will do with 5 or less layers. This also implies that the span of control will get bigger. If layers are condensing, spans will increase. When the management guru Peter Drucker first discussed this concept of span of control in the early 20th century, he thought a manager could handle a maximum of 8 subordinates. Today, we have spans of control of 15 to 20. I had 18 people reporting to me in my last executive role. This places higher expectations on a manager in handling his time and allocating time to the most important activities. Managers will find it challenging to deal with enhanced spans, but will find ways to manage. A flatter organization also means that employees will spend more time in each role and will not get title promotions or band promotions frequently as in the past. Expectations of a company from every employee will go up. A flatter organization also means fewer middle management and senior management roles. So preparing for senior roles will be the responsibility of the individual, which is you. We have seen the matrix organization evolve over the years. Some say that the matrix started with the NASA space program. Some credit the matrix to Shell. Wherever it started, digital accelerates the adoption of matrix organizations. A matrix organization has to have clear service level agreements between the vertical entities. Speed when achieved horizontally makes an organization agile. Agility will be the ideal in the digital temple this decade. Many people mistake the speed of the leader of the organization to denote the speed of the company. And that, I can tell you from first-hand experience, is just plain false. Next, digital makes the front end even more important, as last mile delivery is the difference between one platform business and another. Execution will become even more important this decade, and you already see a fight on the 10-minute delivery, the 20-minute delivery, etc., which is being promised by so many people. I think that will reach new levels. What does this mean, this whole digital game, for individuals such as yourself? Number one, I don't think anyone will be in a hire to retire mode. There will be no company, no individual which will hire somebody and say, you will stay here for 30 years or 40 years and you will retire in this company. That's an archaic concept. So you need to be clear whether your skill set and your mindset in a digital world is closer to the legacy company, which will last for 100 years, or is closer to the new age company, which will churn every 15 to 20 years. Second, longevity and stability is not something companies can promise in a future world. So your career will be a series of hop, skip and jumps, or surfing the air currents in the sky, or moving from one franchise to the other, just like they do in IPO. The responsibility of learning and skilling is squarely on your shoulders. The average life of a management concept is less than 14 months today. And hence, if you want to stay relevant, you need to go for short-term certification or small breaks to reskill. You are your own master in a future world. Very few companies can guarantee anything tomorrow. Number 4, I think you need to stay relevant and you will need to collaborate more effectively. This doesn't come easily at any stage in life, but the barriers to collaboration are the least at a junior level. So I would say make the most of it. Number 5, in a digital world, everything, a company, a road, a bridge, a cat, and you as an individual are brands. You need to manage your branding well in social media. As you get more recognition, people will hold you to what you promised and also what you stand for. See the recent social media commentary on film stars endorsing tobacco-related products. So be careful and be sure of what you post on social media. There are many taboo topics you can avoid and save yourself the hassle of explanation. So in a digital world, you need to expect more of your own ideas, the way you live up to them. A simple question I want you to ask yourself before you hit the send button or the post button in a digital world is this necessary? And are the words correct? Spending that extra second, that extra few seconds, or that extra minute will help you immensely. A digital world can make you reclusive too. Do avoid that. It's very easy not to interact with people, sit in your room and still work in a digital world. That I submit to you as a good graduate of IIM Udaipur and a management student, you should avoid. Because the whole business of management is about interaction with people and getting the most out of them. So there is no substitute, ladies and gentlemen, dear young batch, for face-to-face interaction at all times. A digital world will be far more demanding world than where we are today. It will make unique demands on your time, on your language, on your presence and your behavior. Ask yourself, how many of you put off your videos when you are on calls in the last 1 year? Your presence or lack of presence would have been duly noted by the people who are conducting that session. We have seen attention spans drop in a digital world. They were dropping even before that. So you need to be more engaging, more forthright, more inspiring. a digital world will draw on your memory reserves. Memory came naturally in the old physical world, where we memorized a number of things, we mugged up the algorithm tables, we mugged up the periodic table, etc. Memory does not come naturally in a digital world. I have noticed a number of young people who work with me, if a file is sent to them, they save it in a folder thinking that they will retrieve it. They don't read the file. So memory will consistently fail you. So one of the challenges of a digital world is you need to develop your own memory, and you need to develop it so that you can pull up the facts, the numbers, the insights when they are needed. So the expectations will be more, but so is the fun in delivering against these expectations. So all I would say to you, as you graduate today, go enjoy yourself, and I'm sure you'll do yourselves, your parents, some of whom might be there in the hall today, your alma mater, IIM Udaipur, all of them very proud in the coming years. I, for one, sitting outside, will always applaud you and will wish the very best for you. And one day I hope that one of you will come and deliver this convocation address as a proud alumni of the institute. Thank you very much, young man.
The candidate will individually receive his mementos from Mr. Satyanarayan Rangaj, chairperson of the event, as I call his name, and then return to the seat. Felicitation of the Scholastic Merit Awardee, 1-year MBA, GSC alum. Mr. Kunal Jain.
Felicitation of the Scholastic Merit and All-Rounder Awardees for the 2-year MBA alumni. Candidates will individually receive their mementos from Shri Satyanarayan Rangaj, chairperson of the event, as I call their names, and then return to the seats. Kalam Kishore Reddy. Gold medal for Scholastic Merit in the MBA 2019-21. Kiran Sharda. Gold medal for Best All-Rounder MBA 2019-21. Felicitation of members of the Council of Student Affairs, MBA batch 2019-21. Candidates will individually receive the mementos from Professor Janat Shah, Director of IIM Udaipur, as I call the names, and then return to the seats. Prashant Kumar Narra. Prashant was the General Secretary for the batch 2019-21. Abhidev Aryal was member of the House of Representatives. Pankaj Singh was member of the House of Representatives. Sanskar was member of the House of Representatives. Shruti Bansal was member of the Senate. Aman Chaudhary was member of the Senate. Lakshmi Narayana Kamani was member of the Senate. Meghna BVN was member of the Senate.
Apologies for the mix-up, but now it's for real. Felicitation of the Scholastic Merit Award, 1-year MBA, Global Supply Chain Management alum, Mr. Kunal Jain.
Dangayat ji, chairman for this convention, Shri Dish Kumar, chief guest for this function, faculty colleagues and staff members, parents and family members of class of 2021 and class of 2021. First, big thank you to Dangayat ji and Shiv for being here today, accepting our invitation to be part of this convention today. It is an important occasion for the class of 2021 and Institute. When we had scheduled your convocation on 23rd April 2021, in a virtual form with Kiran Majumdar-Shaw as chief guest, we had made commitment that we would organize a physical event at a time that works for the batch. We're all here today. And we had a wonderful address by Dangayat ji and Shiv. Both of them give very different perspectives in terms of when you look at life ahead. You know, Rangaji talked about certain enduring values of excellence, ethics, sustainability, something which has been there in our past also and is going to sustain. Shiv talked about digital world which you're all going to live in, and what kind of opportunities and challenges are there when we embrace the digital world. Both of them have given a class of 2021 the benefit of many decades of insight and experience. Their invaluable lessons will inspire and guide all of us, especially class of 21, when they deal with many difficult decisions they'll inevitably face in their careers and lives. Your presence here today, actually also shows a commitment on the part of a board in terms of the way they've been contributing to Institute. Special thanks, Rangaji, for being physically present here. It means a lot to us. I want to acknowledge the presence of almost 100 plus 2-year MBA and 30 of 1-year MBA, almost close to 40 to 45% of the batch. I want to thank each one of you for being with us today. I want to also thank parents and family members who are with us today. Your presence is very special to us. We'll always remember class of 2021 as special. I think as Shiv mentioned, for 2-year MBA, we started in a regular mode. 1 year you went through, like a regular class. Suddenly just before your internship, the world was a different pace. We had almost 60 of the interns, their internship got revoked. Whole internship was a different experience. The entire second year was practically online. For a 1-year MBA, we launched in online. And for a DM, it was the first batch. It was something very special to us. For a 1-year MBA in GSM, also it was like GSM 2.0 because we had designed it in a very different format from earlier dual degree to this. So in some sense, we are dealing with very different sets of issues. And I also remember, we introduced a whole lot of new things. For example, you dealt with a new constitution, right, which was handed over from your seniors. It was a very complex constitution you had to deal with. We looked at a whole lot of L&D and placement process in a very different way. And of course, we had a lot of challenges. I'm sure all of us will never forget, the rise on COVID after the Audacity, right? We celebrated Audacity and then, but you ensure that every issue was solved in a collaborative manner, in line with values of IIMU. That's what will make class of 2021 special for all of us. During this last 1 year, you've grown, institution has grown. I'm sure you would have noticed some physical changes on the infrastructure front. But we also have grown as an institute. We have continued our journey towards Vision 2030. We celebrated this whole decade in terms of the completed decade as an institution. We also enhanced our presence in digital. We hope to become leader in this digital world as an institution. We have strengthened placement, L&D process, aligned curriculum with some of this in the last 1 year. I thought it would be good to just share, the way you've grown, the institution also keeps growing, and you're going to see more changes as we go along. But I also want to use this opportunity to give some messages, because rarely you get this opportunity, I don't want to let it go. Okay. Though when I say this, I don't know if I have anything to share with your group, which I haven't already shared or something which is new. But let me go back to my communication to you even before you joined IIMU. I sent you a letter, most of you would have gotten, where we talked about that as you celebrate and get ready to start your journey at IIMU, it's important time for a reflection. It is important to understand what being part of IIMU means. What does IIMU expect from you? What do you expect from Institute? What do you expect from yourself? And we had said, please try and find what you're passionate about, what you're good at, what can help you make money and at the same time allow you to contribute to society. I hope your time at IIMU in subsequent 1 year has helped you to discover these answers to these questions. I also hope the transformative experience at IIMU has given a sense of purpose and direction to your life. But as you will discover, these questions, reflections would remain valid as you progress in your life. We believe that you're capable enough to take on the world. We would like you to dream big. I hope that the expectations we have for you will not intimidate you and make you reluctant to take risks. These expectations are a sign of our confidence in you. I also want to take this opportunity to remind you once again that you should never forget that career is only one part of fulfilling life. Please bear in mind the responsibility towards your parents. They deserve your utmost gratitude for having your support, for having you supporting to achieve your goal of obtaining one of the most challenging degrees. Make the right choices so your relationship with your family becomes an enduring source of happiness. The next few decades will be the most important ones in your professional journey, but they're also going to be defining years for the country and society. Always take with you the solid moral principles that IIMU has tried to instill in you. Inculcate the habits of ethics and values the Institute has guided you at every step of your life. This is especially important given the economic instability which the world is currently witnessing. The world is undergoing a sea change. The critical factor for success in such a situation is adaptability and preparedness. Don't take shortcuts. Reorient your way of functioning and thinking. And make sure you continue to acquire the relevant managerial skills, whether we talk about digital part of the world, whether we talk about sustainability part of the world. Remember that management is the noblest of professions if it is practiced well. No other occupation offers as many ways to help others learn and grow, to take responsibility and be recognized for achievement, and to contribute to society. Understand this gift that you have received and strive to be exemplary leader. Dear class of 2021, your IIMU's ambassadors in all you do in your career and your lives. Always remember that you own this institute. You're not just alumni, but the stakeholders of the institute. As your learning experience grows, you need to come back as mentors to future batches, and I should talk about one of you should come back as a convocation chief guest. Dear class of 2021, never stop dreaming. I wish each one of you success, stay safe, and make us proud of your achievements. Thank you.
May now request you all to stand up for the national anthem. We thank the chief guest of the event, Mr. Shivkumarji, and same thanks to Mr. Dangaichi for being the chairperson of the event, directors, the program committee chairpersons, faculty members, class of 2021 for attending the event. With this, we conclude the event, and there is a high tea arranged right behind the auditorium. We can proceed for the high tea. Thank you all for joining the event.